This 2026 World Cup in the US may be remembered for something much bigger than soccer. The goals and the matches, they do matter, but the World Cup tourists may just get something more than just watching their favorite teams. They're probably going to remember the people that helped them, the waiter, the waitress, the big portions, the American experience, the hospitality, everything they did not expect from America that they actually got. Some people were invited to backyard barbecues. They were given rides for free. They even received some free meals on the house or on a stranger.
I never thought my NBC interview would reach so many people. When I saw it being shared everywhere, I honestly thought people would make fun of me for crying. Instead, all I saw was kindness. Big thanks to Bob and his family, and thanks to everyone who reminded me just how kind and welcoming Americans really are. Thank you so much.
Tomorrow I'm supposed to fly home to Germany. I'm in a hotel next to the airport, but I honestly don't want to leave the United States yet.
Americans, how can you dare say that your country is not the greatest of all time? I'm in a tiny little part of like 12 South Nashville, and the economic productivity in this town, how busy it is. This is a Sunday. People are out shopping, eating food. You can go and get anything you want. Clothes, handmade leather goods. You can go buttermilk ranch, like go for beers. This is unbelievable. This is not happening anywhere else in the world. People are safe. We're walking around, nobody's attacking us. Like, this is unreal. Nobody's trying to snatch my watch. Nobody's trying to take my phone out of my hand. Nothing good, shout, mum. And people are friendly. Y'all come back now, you hear? Don't you worry. We will be coming back, because America is the greatest damn country on earth. And anybody who says otherwise is a goddamn imbecile.
I was saying I loved America before it was popular to say. For a while, it was trending online that everything about America was negative. And while no country is perfect, I just could not pretend my experience wasn't positive here. Was genuinely the best decision I've ever made in my entire life. Of course, it's going to be the 4th of July here in America, America's big 250th birthday, and I live here for it. As a permanent resident of the country that I've dreamed of living in, and I'm so happy we worked so hard to get it, because I am having the best time of my life. This is my beautiful city, look at it. We were coming home from Martha's Vineyard today, and normally when I come back from a vacation, when I used to live in England, I used to have the blues. I used to be like, I don't want to go home. Loving it here, it's so much better than where I live, blah, blah, blah. But coming home today, I was like, I don't care. I'm still happy. I've still got a massive smile on my face. Like, reality, like, I just felt like I am so grateful to have something so special to come back to. I'm not going to tell anybody how to feel about where they live or where they're from, but I truly believe that there is something so special about having a day that makes you realise how lucky you are to live somewhere. I am not an American citizen. Maybe one day I will be, or maybe I won't be, but I will be there to celebrate this country that has given me so much in such a short amount of time of living there. This country made me believe that my life doesn't have to look the way I always thought it should look. I truly believe that America gives people the space to become a version of themselves that they've always wanted to be. That's why I love it. It's not because I dislike England. I just think this country is special in the way that it allows people to show up in the way that they want to. If they want to go hell to leather to make something for themselves, it will allow them the space to do that. If I moved back to England right now, I don't know who I would be. I don't want to be that version of myself anymore. I want to be the American version of myself for the rest of my life. All my friends and family see it. Like, they always say, you are the happiest version of yourself. Like, I'm just grateful that a little girl from England who had always dreamed of moving to the US actually got up and did it. I am achieving all the things that I want for myself in my life here, and I could not thank America enough.
She said she went on vacation. She didn't even say holiday. Thank though.
Happy 4th of July, America.
Takes us home. It's great. America is great.
Sebastian met a group of strangers who offered him a ride to his hotel.
What is the best city?
Boston.
That's Bob Series and his family, New Englanders who showed a group of Germans that Boston is warmer than some might believe.
Bob, thank you. Love USA.
Oh, yeah.
Enjoy your time in the U.S.
To me, I watched the video by myself maybe 40 times. I had tears in my eyes.
Sebastian was more upset about the prospect of leaving America than Germany being eliminated from the tournament.
Europeans are eating their words. What do I mean by that? Obviously, there are lots of Europeans who now have a reason to travel to the US who previously wouldn't have before and are previously visiting other parts of the US that they typically wouldn't because of the World Cup. And it's not just me saying it, there are lots of people saying there are even social media accounts that are traveling the US because of the World Cup, namely Freddie G, one of them from Germany, who is visiting Waffle House and other places like that and actually getting into the nitty-gritty of the American culture. So this is what I've been saying all along. As someone who lived in the US for 6 years, as a Welshman who lived there and came back home, I get it. Obviously, the US isn't perfect. No country really is, except Wales.
No.
Biased, obviously. JK,
Ooh.
Wales does have its own issues. And even Americans know that it's not the perfect country. But I think Europeans are finally realizing that it's not all politics and things that you see on social media. One of the things that you're not really going to see until you go to the US is like the friendliness of the people. Yes, they can be loud. But once they realize you're not from the US, they actually love to chat with you. Once you're there, you'll see the optimism. You'll see the drive and ambition that Americans have compared to other parts of the world. Sheer size of the country.
You know, I didn't even realize that people here are louder than most. Not until now.
The fact that, road trips are glorified holidays in themselves. The national parks, the variety of foods. And speaking of the FIFA World Cup, obviously the venues, the stadiums are pretty incredible. Let's be real. The vast majority of them are being played in American football stadiums. I mean, you've also got to look like Scotland when they went to Boston and they went to the baseball game and took over Fenway Park. So essentially the World Cup is bringing Europeans to America.
You know, they went to the Marlins games in Miami also. Pretty cool.
Who are sort of seeing parts of the US that they typically wouldn't, because they typically wouldn't go to those places outside of a reason for the World Cup. Like, how many Scottish people are going to go to Boston? Typically when you think of Boston, you think of the Irish because of St. Paddy's Day. Like most Brits and probably most Europeans will either go to New York, rightly so, LA because of Hollywood and the Hollywood sign, and probably then Florida would be the third most visited by a European. So really it's no wonder that Europeans are loving.
I'm right by Disney World. Where I live, there are so many vacation homes that are owned by people in the UK, and they just come here to vacation. The rest of the time, they just rent it out. So,
America that they're seeing now because of the World Cup.
I am so happy that everyone around the world is getting to see America for what it truly is. People are being able to experience America
through their own eyes and not through the eyes of media or television or anything like that. I'm sure for Americans out there, you guys are feeling absolutely on top of the world. It must be so refreshing to see and feel the truth, and for all you guys to feel seen and heard for exactly who you guys are and what you guys represent. That is a nation built on passion, built on love, built on decency, on kindness, and built on care and supporting and encouraging one another. That to me is the definition of the United States of America and the American people. A nation that is proud of their roots and where they have come from. A nation that stands tall when things and negativity is being thrown at them. A nation that can withstand anything. A nation that always pulls through is the United States of America.
Wow, thank you, Tom.
Are some of the friendliest people you'll ever meet in your life. I've been in Nashville now for 3 days. I'll get in a lift, I should say elevator. When I get in an elevator, oh, what are you doing here? Why are you here? And they just want to chat to you. And it's not even just like those little like awkward conversation areas like in the UK, you just look in another direction. everywhere. Like, you walk down the street and someone will be like, oh, hey, where are you from? And being from the UK, that is something that you never ever experience. People want to avoid you at all costs and they don't want to speak to you. Yet being in America, everybody just kind of wants to know what's going on, who you are, why are you here. And it's really nice. I think it's a really nice community.
Do people really think you're weird if you talk to them, if you ask them how they are? Or, anyway, I don't know.
It brings your confidence up. Like, to be around people like that, it makes you feel more confident. And it makes me appreciate America. I think American people are great. So, yeah, I do really like American people. I do love American people. I will give American people shit online. It's funny and it's easy to do. However, American people are way friendlier than people in the UK.
Guys, you know something so cool about Americans is that they'll smile at you for no reason. Like, you'll be walking like this and they'll come and say, hey, how's your day going? Like, they will smile. And you know, at the beginning you're like, wait, who are you? Like, do I know you? Did we go to school together? And like, after a while you start doing it too, because it's just so contagious. It's just so good.
Yeah.
It's small things, but it makes everyone happier, you know? Like, look. Hey, how's it going?
Going well.
Good, good, thank you. Guys, and it's like, I showed you one example. It's like this every day, 100 times. I abuse about it. I do it like too often, to be
He
honest.
loves it.
No, man, love this. I'm telling you, after living here for a while, it's probably one of my favorite things.
Okay, I want to do the 4th of July every year. I want to do it every year and all day, all night. It is crazy. The way you guys celebrate the 4th of July is insane. The patriotism is so insane good. Like, you guys love your country. People know that about Americans, that like, you guys love your country, but like, you love your country, you know what I mean? Like, and we started the day like this. This was my outfit. This was how we started, and it was amazing. People are yelling, jumping early in the morning. People are running. People are being happy. People are like genuinely happy. And you guys know how to celebrate this day so super well. Every one of you is just proud to be American, and you can tell that if you celebrate the 4th of July for sure. And in general, you can say that Americans are really proud to be American, which is fair because the country is insane and so good. But the 4th of July is a whole different world and a whole different experience.
I have one thing to ask of all the Americans enjoying the FIFA World Cup, Europeans being here. Please remember this, because what they're seeing, what you're seeing through their eyes right now is what it actually is here. No one really knew they were coming. We're not big soccer people. It's not like we were preparing. It's not like people are trying to show a better side of us than it is. These are videos of people just going around.
It's true. It was all out of the blue. We didn't expect it.
In the country and meeting actual regular people in their actual regular lives, being how they actually are. This is what it actually is. So when they leave and we go back to just seeing each other through our own eyes, don't forget that what they saw is the reality. What you're seeing is informed by your entire life and every argument and every political news story that you watch and every influencer that you see every day. What they're seeing right now is what it actually is.
Yeah.
And we should all try to remember that after they leave.
The difference is that when you're walking in the morning in like San Diego, LA, wherever you are, California in general, when it's early morning and you run into someone like random, they say good morning.
Yes, they're very friendly here.
Yeah.
They're not friendly in your parts.
I mean, I don't really say good morning to a random person
I know,
that you have no interaction with. I'll say it to like, if I'm going to, get a Costa coffee or something, I'll say good morning, but not some random person passing by.
Americans are friendly like that. I actually think that's one of our best qualities. I think that's one of Americans' best qualities, is being friendly.
Literally nobody prepares you for this feeling, traveling back from a 2-week American road trip around the south. I got home, was extremely jet lagged, slept for 12 hours straight, woke up from sleeping at home and looked at the bedroom window and was like, flip me, like, where did we stay last night? Like, which city and which state are we in? And like, what type of hotel / motel did we stay in last night? I don't recognize it. And it took me about a minute to realise that I was back in Ireland.
Oh no.
Heartbreaking. There's no heartbreak like it. You literally waking up still thinking you're in this amazing, beautiful country where you've just been going around living your best life, and only to realise you've woken up in Banbridge. Oh, would break your heart. Break your heart. But talk about first world problems. I am so insanely grateful. I've just had the best 2 weeks of my life.
That's funny because I've always wanted to go to Ireland. We could switch for like 2 weeks. That'd be cool.
Ever. And if anybody wants to see some really, really good fun content, you can check out our channel where you can post loads of videos. Our name is Life with Scott and Amy Jane, and we've already uploaded our first video, and there's many more to come, so I'm so excited. But yeah,
nice.
The holiday blues are kicking in.
Oh.
The one thing that surprised me was just how friendly the Seattleites are. Just how amazing the American people are. And it's honestly, it's been so heartwarming. I've been here for a month. I go home on Thursday, and it's been unbelievable. So it's been on your news channels how Scotland have taken over Boston and Miami and yada yada. So I came to this country. So I booked this trip to Seattle before the draw was made, and I'm going to stop soon. I'm talking too much, right? But what's caught me so much was just how lovely, beautiful, inside, outside, how friendly, how welcoming the Seattleites and the Americans are. I love you all.
There's a typical yellow American school bus. Wow.
Yellow school
Actually,
bus,
the door's
yes.
open now. I would love to go inside. Actually, there's somebody inside. Oh. Hello, could I ask you a question? Hi. I'm a tourist from Germany, and I saw these school buses so many times in movies before. I've never been inside such a bus. Would it be maybe possible to have a look inside? Oh, thank you so much. Oh, I have a question.
Yes.
Do every schools in the USA use these buses?
Most.
Or is it only like a few?
Most.
Most. So if you grew up in America, chances are high that you took these buses as a kid?
Yes, unless you've lived close enough to your school.
And then you can walk.
So you can walk.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, I saw them so many times in movies before. We don't have these buses in Germany.
Okay.
Did they really think that we were going to rent these out only for movies, or they were going to rent them out for movies? I mean, come on. No, they're everywhere here in the US, okay?
For example, do you know the movie Forrest Gump?
Yes.
One of my favorite
Forrest
movies.
Gump?
Yeah.
They also ride these buses in the beginning of the movie when Forrest is still a child. Oh, that's so cool.
Like, yes.
Are you actually a bus driver?
I am.
So you're taking a break now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, lovely to meet you. Thank you very much.
Nice meeting you.
Yes, okay, have a good day. Right, that was very cool and random. My first time being inside a yellow bus in America. Oh.
See how nice she was, right?
That was cool.
I'm in America right now, and I just want to say, America, your hospitals is just so clean, and it just looks so neat.
This guy cracks me up. I don't know why. It's like what he's like, they're so clean and they're so neat.
And everybody is just so friendly over here. I mean, just
friendly.
Look at how clean everything is, and it just, I mean, it's really nice, America. It's really nice. I just want to say, America, you truly are amazing, and I just love how friendly everybody is. You can just ask anybody a question, they will just answer you with a smile. It just feels like I'm important. I don't want to talk loud and aggressive, but America, America, you are really America, you are the land of the dreams.
As I walked out of the hospital, over the speaker in the hospital, someone was praying for all the patients, and that was just so beautiful and just so heartwarming to experience. And I want to encourage you, America, whenever you go to the hospital, remember that they are also human and they need kindness as well. Treat them with kindness.
7-Eleven in America for the first time. Oh my god, guys, what is all
7-Eleven,
this
girl?
As soon as I got in, there was all sorts of different foods and different snacks I'd literally never seen before. It was like going into a theme park.
I've seen this on TikTok, but what are these?
Taquitos.
I've literally never had a taquito. I don't know if I should get it.
I like taquitos.
They even had so much hot food that was just ready to go. I feel like this is so convenient if you're just out and about and you're hungry, you just want to grab something. What do you guys usually get?
Super king size Reese's cups. It's crazy. I've seen this so many times. The big gold cups. Should I actually get this, guys? I feel like this is just be way too much sugar. But I feel like if you come to 7-Eleven, you have to get the big goal. The camera, guys.
Yes, girl.
I didn't know 7-Eleven had their own
camera.
products. Would you guys recommend me actually getting this? Oh my, 7-Eleven is an actual experience.
I was so shocked to see all the different kinds of coffee you could pick if you wanted to make your own coffee. This is actually so amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Like, honestly, I would rate 7-Eleven experience an 8 out of 10. It was so fun.
A lot of people are not going to want to leave the United States after this World Cup.
Probably not.
There have been so many people that have come here, especially from like England and Scotland, that have Japan also. They are loving it here so much in America. They're realizing how big everything is, how much freedom we have, all the different foods, the cultures, everything here is amazing, and they don't want to go back.
Even though they came here thinking America was going to be completely different just because of what they were told. And I think that is amazing because it's encouraging people to come visit because there is so much to do here and this country is so large. If you find yourself wanting to visit the USA, go ahead and put those places on your list. Go to Buc-ee's, Chick-fil-A, Costco, Walmart. Go to baseball games and experience all of that. But don't forget to discover small town USA and experience other places that you find because it is just endless. There's so much here for you to see. And I'm not just talking about foreigners, tourists. I'm talking also to people who live in the US. It is something for everyone to see. Next time you want to go on a cruise, I love going on cruises. That's my favorite type of vacation. But I'm really going to consider just taking road trips and just going to a different state, hopping on a plane. You can hop on a budget airline for like $59 or $60 and discover a different place in the US. That is also something to love about this country, that you can just do that at any moment. I love seeing the tourist reactions because it just makes me so proud and so happy that they feel this way. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, hype the video. And you want more videos like this, then go ahead and check out the playlist. I'll see you in the next video.